How painful is it being a Fire fan lately?
Being a Fire fan is painful, verging on self-flagellation, but I can't help but be a fan. Here I am attending games, bringing friends, and buying merch. Fire till I die, from 97 till forever, right? We're seemingly just going to go full Cubs, and hopefully my grandchildren can see the Fire win an MLS Cup in 2106.
Fired up footballers, James here from Spitting Fire. We're going to be talking about how painful is it being a Fire fan lately. They have not had success for a long time. When's the last cup that they won? Couldn't tell you off the top of my memory. I'm sure I can, but I'm just not looking for it. It's just been hard being a Fire fan lately. It's been hard to get it out to go to games with the team struggling, currently in last place right now. And they're no stranger to last place, are they, Fire fans? But are tides changing in Chicago? We hope so. Can they change soon enough for some of these Fire fans here on Reddit? It's too late for me, says Gasslug setting. I saw some great games in person in the formative years of my life. Standing in Section 8 got me hooked long ago. The dicks never really kick it, do they? XO saying, it's the high of seeing a good team when young. Wanted so badly, laughing my butt off. I also remember going to Bridgeview Stadium when it first opened, and I was probably like 7 years old. Those teams in the 2000s were fun to watch. And we had the best fan supporters until like 08, 09-ish. I remember that when they would bring out old tifos that would spread across the Harlem End and had flares and stuff. Was so cool. SNK saying, I'm not going to stop being a fan, but after being an STH for over a decade, I think this is going to be my last year. I'm just so sick of them being bad year after year. My son has been going to games since he was a baby 10 years ago, but only last year started to become a fan, and I think I've set him up for a lifetime of self-inflicted abuse from being a fan of the Chicago Fire. That's awesome, your son becoming a fan. I can't imagine how to make a kid be interested in something as crummy as the Fire have been, basically. This is Gas Plug. Don't give up now, says Overlap. Every day at the park, sharing the beautiful game with your kid is an absolute gift. I always tell myself someday it'll be worth it. Go full circle. What do you think, Fire fans? Do you agree? Has it been so painful being a Chicago Fire fan? It has been. It has been. And you know what else hasn't been easy? The move to Soldier Field as a Chicago Fire fan. It kind of feel a little abandoned in a way. I don't know if any other fans from the suburbs feel the same way. I mean, I run a Chicago Fire based YouTube channel, so I mean, I'm still able to, so to speak, be where the team is, but I felt a bit of my connection with the Chicago Fire. It felt like it took a little bit of a hurt when they moved from Bridgeview to Soldier Field. Still, I love going to Soldier Field. I go to Soldier Field for Bears games, and I'm happy to go to Chicago Fire games at Soldier Field too. But right now, is it worth it to go see what this is? Yes, it's great to go support Chicago soccer. Yes, it's great to go support our men in red. I do that via my channel all the time. I'm pushing out so much content for Chicago Fire to try and get people interested in Chicago Fire, to try and recruit more fans, current fans, old fans, and new fans alike, to get them talking about Chicago Fire. That's what we like to do here at Chicago, at Spitting Fire. We have Fire conversations. Greatly appreciate you guys hanging out here and hitting that bell icon so you get notified of our live streams. We always do Chicago Fire live games. And all shout out to all our Fire Starter members and the Blaze members. You guys are the best. Greatly appreciating you guys helping to grow the game here on YouTube. But being a Fire fan has been painful for a lot of us, and we're family. We're a tight-knit group. We have all of our ways that we stay connected, whether it's on the YouTubes or on the Twitters and the Instagrams or what have you, or meeting up at the bars or at the games or at our Section 8 meetings, what have you. And Chicago Fire fans all interlinked, and we all want one thing. We want a successful club. We want a club that has success, and success has not been here, not been anywhere around Chicago for years upon years upon years. We feel like we're a afterthought. We feel like we're a small club but we're Chicago. Doesn't make sense. Why are we getting the Kansas City treatment? Which is bad, actually, maybe a bad example. You look at the Kansas City Chiefs, they got Mahomes. But if you look at the Kansas City Wizards, if you look at Kansas City, Sporting Kansas City, right now, they're in a similar situation, albeit very different. They're in last place or so in the West, but they have a coach that's been there for almost 10 years in Peter Vermees. Won his last trophy in 2017. What was Chicago Fire's last trophy? Comment below if you know the answer. Guys, It's been hard, and Chicago Fire need to do something to flip the script, turn it around. Have they done enough with Shaqiri? Have they done enough with bringing in Jairo Torres and players of that ilk, along with Chris Mueller, to help change the fortunes of Chicago Fire here in 2022? Or is it 3 years too late? This is year 4 into the Soldier Field experiment, and they only just now landed their marquee player. They only just now brought in a player that some fans of soccer in Chicago have actually heard of. I'm talking about not MLS fans. I'm talking about general soccer fans that have actually heard of. No, a general soccer fan really had heard of Gaston Jimenez before he came to the Chicago Fire. None of them had heard of most of the Chicago Fire team before they came. MLS fans do. That's different. A lot of you are MLS fans, but we're trying to bring more than just MLS fans. We want to get all of Chicago. We want to get MLS interested in Chicago, like they're interested in Toronto, like they're interested in Seattle, like they're interested in Philadelphia, who's had success. So we need to do something here in Chicago to make it not be as painful. And that's, the more we get together, we'll have a blast. And that's one way to do it, but also getting better and better players here, bringing a spectacle to Chicago on par with a Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That's what's needed to be able to change the pain that is being a Chicago Fire fan. We need to win, and we don't need to just win, get to the playoffs and get knocked out and do it 1 year and never feel it again. No, we need to get into the playoffs, get kicked out, go back to the playoffs the next year and get farther. Go back to, and maybe get a little farther. And if we get kicked out, go back to the playoffs the next year and maybe win it all. We need to see something like that as Fire fans. We need to see something like that. And you better believe Chicago will wake up to the Fire, because it won't be so painful being a Chicago Fire fan if that's what's happening. I guarantee it. Let us know in the comments below how we can get there, chat. Greatly appreciate, greatly love reading your comments. Greatly appreciate anybody throwing a super thanks to us or joining and becoming a member. Hit that like button. We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching, everybody. Fire it up. Fire it up, footballers.